we will look into the concepts provided under Article 3 of the Indian Constitution. Article 3. Article 3 empowers the Parliament to form new states, increase the area of the state, decrease the area of the state, change the boundary of the state, change the name of the state also. These many powers are provided to the Parliament under the Article 3 of the Indian Constitution. And when Parliament uses this power, it has to follow certain procedures. The first one is that no bill for the purpose can be introduced in either house of the Parliament without the recommendation of the President. So, Parliament can initiate any of these powers only if the President has recommended to do such a function. And before the President gives such recommendation, President has to do certain duties. That is, President has to refer the same concept or the same issue to the state concerned. State should provide or state should give its opinions about the recommendation within the time limit provided by the President. And one thing you have to keep in mind is that the opinion of the state is not binding upon the either President or the central legislature. It means that President or the central legislature can go against the opinion provided by the state legislatures concerned or state legislature concerned. If Parliament uses its power under Article 3, it makes changes to the first and fourth schedules of the Indian Constitution. And according to Article 4 of the Indian Constitution, any changes made under any changes or any amendment made by the Parliament under the power of Article 2 or Article 3 cannot be seen as an amendment under Article 368. Means that even if the Parliament makes certain changes to Schedule 1 and Schedule 4 of the Indian Constitution according to the power provided by Article 3, that changes in the schedule are not seen as an amendment in the Indian Constitution. That is that you have to keep in mind. And one more thing you have to understand is about 100th constitutional amendment. 100th amendment, constitutional amendment was related with India-Bangladesh land boundary agreement. Even though this land boundary agreement made changes to the first schedule of the Indian Constitution, that change was considered as a constitutional amendment. We already told that any change to first or fourth schedule according to the powers provided under Article 2 or 3 are not considered as amendment, but in case of the 100th constitutional amendment, it was considered as an amendment. The reason is that Parliament does not have the power to cede its territories to any foreign territories. In case of India-Bangladesh land boundary agreement, India had provided certain its territories to Bangladesh, so it needed because of that it had needed a constitutional amendment. So 100th constitutional amendment changed or amended the first schedule, but for that amendment it had to have a constitutional amendment. That you have to keep in mind. And now we will try to solve questions 13 and 14. With reference to bills under Article 3, consider the following statement. No bill can be introduced in either house of the Parliament except on the recommendation of the President. That statement is a correct statement only. Since that statement is correct, we can eliminate option C. No bill can be introduced in either house of the Parliament before referring it to the legislature of the concerned states for expressing their opinion thereon. So that statement is also correct statement. So we can eliminate option D and option A. So we get the answer option B. We will read the third statement also. The views expressed by the state legislature on the bill are binding on the president. We discussed that they are not binding on the president. So answer is B only. Sorry, answer is B 1 and 2. Now 14th question. The 100th amendment to the Constitution of India amended first schedule of the Indian Constitution. That you have to keep in mind. So answer is A only.